Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do a quick video for Rox Protocol. This is something we jumped into not too long ago. Um, and yeah, it's only been live a couple of days. Matter of fact, I think last week they did their launch event in Thailand. And I wasn't there, but from what I hear, a lot of leaders there, a lot of excitement. And again, this is something that works very similar to another platform called BitNest, where you make a deposit. You don't earn every single day, but at the end of your staking period, whether it be 15 days, 30 days, what have you, you'll get your initial capital back plus your profit. So yeah, this one works exactly like that. But there's some cool features. Again, we're not going to go do a whole overview here. We'll do that for a separate video. What I want to show you here is how to make some deposits. We've made some deposits into this already, but I'm going to deposit 5K uh, into it in this video just to show you how to do it. If you're looking to put a nice sum into this, you have to do it in batches. In other words, you can't do one transaction or one deposit. It has to be done incrementally because that's how they have their model set up. Give me one second here. Let me turn this off. Okay, so let's go ahead. I loaded 5K into this wallet. Let's go ahead and go to the limiter. It's USDT, by the way, on Binance Smart Chain. And here, I believe it's 620 a minute that we can put in. So if I'm putting 5K, I think that's 8 or 9 transactions. Let me look here. Let me just pull up my calculator. Yes, I think it's 8 transactions, give or take. Anyway, you can see here, I'll just go ahead and keep depositing until we run out of the 5K, because that's what we want to put in to this, what we want to put in this video here. So we're going to go hit reserve. Again, if you want to get started in this, by the way, you click the link, and as long as you have your wallet open and it has BNB, right, to cover the gas fees, you'll be able to bind your wallet. And of course, you need BNB to cover the fees when you're depositing your USDT, right? So here's the plan we're going to get into is this one right here, 56.31% monthly. This is 30 days. They also have a 15-day plan, and they also have a 1-day plan if you want to do that. But again, this is not what we're getting net. Okay, this is a gross. Net, it's about 30, a little bit over 30%, 30.9%, if I'm not mistaken, because a portion of this goes back to the platform, right? A portion of it gets paid out in the affiliate plan. So even though it's 1.5% a day that's being compounded, at the end of the month, you have this gross, you're actually taking into your wallet net about 30.9% profit, plus obviously your initial capital. So even still, 30, a little bit over 30%, 30% for 30 days is like 1% a day. That's rock solid, right? That's super ultra competitive. So we're going to highlight this, and then we are going to go and put in 620. I think 620's, yeah, I think it's 620, right? So let's go ahead and send that over. So transaction successful. That's one. I think I'm going to do 8 transactions of 620, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so that's the first one. I had to confirm it twice. Okay, and there it is. 620 was deducted from my 5K balance. So you're going to see here your balance on your wallet is connected to the contract. We'll do another 620. I think I only have to approve each ongoing transaction once now. Moving forward, we'll see. Anyways, that's how this platform works. Very much like BitNest. So if you're a fan of BitNest, which we are on this channel, right? Oh, okay, I have to confirm it twice. Um, this is something that works very similar. Imagine getting into BitNest at the very beginning. Again, I don't know if this is going to be like BitNest or not. It has some similarities, but imagine getting in at the beginning. That's kind of what we're looking at here. So that's 620. We'll approve this. So again, from a passive standpoint, that's what we're looking at, right? You're looking at the plans right here, right? Again, go and check out my initial video where I talk about what the gross is and what the net. On the 30-day plan, you're probably going to take not probably, you're going to take 30%, 30.9% in 30 days. I didn't do the math for the 15 day or the 1 day, but essentially it's 55% of the profit is what you're taking uh net. Okay. Okay. So again, this is we're not able to do one big transaction. Now, this 620, the limit is 620 per transaction. That'll actually go up, I believe. Okay, so as time goes on, that'll go up. So later on, you will be able to do, fewer transactions. But the reason why they have this set up like this is because when you put in USDT, you don't have to do it manually. They're doing it. The contract is doing it for you. It's purchasing Rox token and bin token. Those are the two tokens that they have. And when they do it incrementally like this, it's designed to make the token grow as opposed to, a big lump sum where they want to minimize, price swings of that token. Now, if you want to buy that token or, get that token, you can. I believe you can just get the contract, which we have. I'll post it in my Telegram. Now you might sit there and say, well, what if I don't want to get involved with the Rox token or the bin token? That's fine. You can just, this is USDT in and USDT out. Every if you're going into this 30-day cycle, every 30 days you'll be able to you know, get your USDT out, right? And again, the risk here is 30 days. That's the way I look at it. Because again, you're not locking your funds for 6 months or a year. You're locking it for 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, you get it back plus your profit. And then you can decide if you want to walk away or go back in. But the risk is 30 days at a time, right? So again, the fact that this is brand new, just a couple of days old, I have confidence that it'll at least go 30 days. Again, I think it'll go longer than that, but at the very least 30 days. So, we're putting our funds in. Now, just a quick heads up, and I probably should have started off by saying this. If you're risk averse and you don't like platforms that have risk, these platforms are not for you. Okay. This is for people that have risk capital that know what they're getting into and are okay with the risk. Okay. If you're not okay with the risk, these platforms are not for you. So I want to be clear that these platforms, again, you're still dealing in the crypto space. So there's going to be risk involved. If you're not okay with that, these platforms are not for you. Okay. If you are, you should only be putting in risk capital. Again, I'm putting 5,000 in this video. I'm going to actually put in another 5,000 because I want to make it an even 10. But okay. So I can only do one more. So I don't know if I can do 620 plus and do 40 because that might be. Let me see if 660 will go through. I don't know if it will. If it doesn't, then that's fine. It may not go through. Oh, okay. So it did go through. So that should be my 5K. Like I said, I'll put in another 5K. Again, it does take time, so I'm not gonna be able to do it on the video. But I'm just showing you how if you were putting in a larger sum, you just do it in pieces like this. And then what happens is, you'll have all of them, and then they'll all pay out at the same time. If you choose 30 days, it'll be 30 days. If you choose 15, 15, whatever, whichever you choose. Okay. Now, real quick, there is a compensation plan to this. We haven't really covered it in detail. And the reason why is, we don't know it all yet. So we're kind of familiar with it. Once we get all the details for that, you'll be able to, um, we'll do a deep dive into the comp plan. Okay. If you want the PDF and review the comp plan yourself, you can. But yeah, there is a compensation plan to this. Those of you guys that like to participate in that. But if not, you can be purely passive. Okay. That's totally optional. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to do a quick deposit in here. So again, it didn't take too much time. It's pretty quick. Wallets that work best with this, from my understanding, is Token Pocket and BitGet, right? I used a BitGet wallet in this video, but Token Pocket works well. BitGet, the MetaMask, I'm not exactly sure because some people say it's quirky with MetaMask, but definitely BitGet and Token Pocket people are using and having no issues with the contract. So that being said, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, I want to be clear, not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you decide to jump into this, please do your own research and due diligence and only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Okay, risk capital only. If you're watching this on YouTube, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on Telegram, I may post this just on Telegram. I'm not exactly sure. But if you're watching it on Telegram, make sure you have your notifications turned on. So when I post a video or do an update inside here or inside Telegram, you'll get a notification. So anyway, that being said, I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.